Before you can shortlist for your new HR and payroll solution, you first need to define what the specification and the scope for the project is. Some companies will go through a two-stage process, a PQQ or pre-qualification questionnaire and an ITT, invitation to tender. It's not necessary for every project to go through these stages, however I would recommend creating a specification document based on your requirements. So first you need to understand what that scope is going to be. So create the background and the objectives for the project itself and detail those into a document. Also record specific functionality that is a requirement for this project itself. You need to understand what you currently have, what are the nice to haves and what are the must haves. So the must haves, they're the elements that regardless of the supplier, these are critical for the success of the project. The nice to haves are the things that will wrap around the outside, which will make a cultural difference perhaps to the project. Once you've understood this, you can create your PQQ. Within this, you'll highlight what the scope and the objectives are for the project, and this will help you elicit interest from suppliers. I'd also recommend creating a scoring matrix, which will help you then to shortlist those suppliers. The invitation to tender, or ITT, to create this, you'll need to prepare this and send it out to the various suppliers. What I'd include are things such as the background, so the background to the organisation as well as the project itself, what the scope of the project is and the objectives. Look, what are you looking to achieve, as well as information about the current process and what you've got in place and what's driven you to go to market. Technical background, so are you looking to host this or has it got to fit within a certain infrastructure, as well as integrating to other third-party solutions. Now detail your general requirements at a fairly mid-level, just around what it is we're looking to achieve, followed by your detailed functional requirements. What I'd recommend is read back through that list and make sure you can understand it, because if you can, hopefully then the suppliers will be on the same page as well. The final element is detailing to the suppliers what this process is going to be, allowing them to manage the time. So when do we need the tenders back by? What's the process? Do we want it electronically or do we want a certain number of hard copies? Secondly, when you're going to shortlist and make decisions, when are you going to have your on-site demonstrations, and when you're ideally looking to make a decision and go live.